everyone, how are we all doing? Welcome back to my Crybaby Whims Legacy Challenge. This is episode 3. We are just here this morning with Lilith, who is really not feeling too happy. She is so miserable about this pregnancy. She's just so not ready for it, but she's like, oh, it's getting so close now. She is officially in her 3rd trimester. She's wearing a really baggy t-shirt, trying to cover it up, but there's no way she is hiding this pregnancy anymore. It's 7:30 because obviously she is still trying to give off the illusion that she is heading off to school, so she needs to be up and ready for that. It looks like Scarlett's outside just doing a little bit of cross stitching, so I think we're going to come over and ask our mum for a little bit of advice. These two did have a bit of a bonding session last night, so I feel like she's like, we're so close to the end now. I'm so not ready. I'm really scared about the birth, and I don't know what to do. And I think Scarlett is just like, I'll be there for you. Don't worry. The doctors will talk you through everything. You'll be completely safe. You'll be completely fine. And interestingly, Scarlett's festering grudge has started to fade. So I think she is forgiving Lilith and trying to like forget about everything that happened with Angel. And she's like, I've got to be there for her. And Lilith actually has the friendly advice. She's like, Lilith remembers when Scarlett listened to her problems and shared some thoughtful advice. I do wonder if they'll end up getting a different dynamic than distant. They have still got this at the moment, so I'm curious to see if that changes at all. But for now, Lilith is going to call and ask if Damian wants to go out on a date. I can't seem to do it, so we're just going to travel with Damian and ask him on a date when we get there. And so Lilith and Damian have arrived at the lot that they discovered yesterday. It's very abandoned, very run down, but they're very curious to see what is going on here. Lilith is, of course, though, still not feeling too great. She is getting a text from Rory. She's like, hey, you told me last night about like things are going really well with your mum. I'm really pleased to hear. I love Rory. I definitely want to hang out with her again soon, especially because we're not at school. We can't see her quite as much. But let's come inside, shall we, and have a look at this lot. So there's plenty to do outside. There's like a little ping pong table, a bar, which obviously we're pregnant. We're not going to be, drinking or anything like that. There is a basketball hoops over there, and then upstairs, there's like little beds. So if we ever need to camp out, there's somewhere, and there's like a DJ booth, and like a dance floor. So it's a really cool place, actually. I really like it here. I definitely think we could have like some bonfires and some parties with our friends at some point. But she is, it looks like Damian was actually asking about the pregnancy. She's feeling so confident now, which is amazing because it means that maybe we can actually do some like romantic things. But I'd like to see, where should we come? Let's come inside over here, shall we? And Damian is, of course, feeling flirty, which is perfect. And because she is in a good mood now, I can actually have her ask Damian to be her boyfriend. Like, I feel like they definitely would have made it official sooner if we had the option, but she's been too sad to. She's like, hey, so I guess, like we've been seeing each other a few times, romantically and everything. And I mean, I know we're not going to be parents, but we're having a baby together. We might as well start dating officially. And of course, he has said yes. These two are now officially dating. And we've got the option to woo her in the shower. So while she's in a good mood, I'm just gonna see if, Damian wants to go woo her in the showers. Like, she can't get pregnant again. I know she doesn't have any, protection on her or anything, but she's like, hey, I'm already pregnant, so why don't we just go enjoy ourselves and have a bit of fun? So these two are just going to enjoy a little bit of shower woohoo. Then Lilith is gonna wet herself, so she will need to go and use the bathroom afterwards. She's already so tired, which is crazy, so she'll definitely have to head home for a nap at some point. But they have already got a gold date, and we do only need to go on 2 more dates for this part of our aspiration to be completed. But even though she's tired, Lilith can't actually go home until at least 3 o'clock because her mum thinks she's at school. So for now, she's just enjoying a little bit of time with Damian while she's actually in a good mood for once. She's just over here playing a bit of ping pong, and it looks like she's actually winning. This is like a secret talent of hers, but she may end up needing to go for a little bit of a nap with him afterwards. Yes, of course, Lilith won that one. She is coming over now to say good game. And then I think she will ask if Damian wants to go on a nap. She's so happy she won and he's so mad. I feel like he's definitely competitive. And yeah, we'll head home at about 3, but until then, these two are just gonna nap. And I do think once the baby has been born, Lilith would definitely want to hang out with her friends again. It would have been too long. And, you know, Rory's the only one that knows about the pregnancy. No one else knows. And I think she'll probably want to keep it that way. I don't think she's going to want anyone else to know. But she'll want to hang out with them. They know that she's like been expelled from school, so they haven't been able to see her at school. She is due to go into labour tonight, so we'll probably end up giving birth early hours of tomorrow. And we already know that she's not interested in looking after the baby. Scarlett's already said that she would take lead. So she's probably going to want to head out tomorrow. So I imagine that maybe tomorrow evening she can arrange to see her friends. And I do think we'll probably come here. Oh, but these two have decided to play another game of ping pong after their nap. Lilith is feeling so refreshed afterwards. And she already has scored against Damian. So yeah, twice, there we go. She's definitely going to beat him at this. I had not expected her to be so good at ping pong, but it's amazing. And the date is over. It was a gold event, so it was an amazing day as we expected it to be. She is feeling so flirty now, bless her. She's feeling much better. She is still sad and tense, but hanging out with Damian has put her in a much better mood. Lilith, of course, beat Damian again, but she's just checked her phone and noticed the time, so she's going to tell Damian that she'll arrange to see him tomorrow. I think he might be heading off now as well, but she's like, I'll see you tomorrow. I've got to head home, got to see mum. She thinks I'm at school, so, you know, I don't want to be home too late or anything. Lilith has just got home and she is helping herself to some food because she is pretty hungry, and Scarlett is going to come outside and have a chat with her. She is probably going to brag a little bit because she has sorted out the bedroom for the baby. So she has moved her bed over, gotten rid of one of the side tables, and got a bassinet and a changing table. So she's like, hey, I sorted all this out today just like I said I would, so you don't have anything to worry about. Baby can stay with me. And I think she's probably gonna, you know, just check in on Lilith and find out how she's feeling today, ask her about the pregnancy, you know, check if she's got any worries, anything that she's scared about. Obviously at the moment she is feeling super confident, but she does have a few things that she could do to prepare herself, and I feel like she wouldn't do this herself, but I feel like Scarlett's like, look, you need to prepare yourself for the birth. Like, don't worry about parenthood. I'm going to deal with the baby. But I do think you should go and prepare yourself for what to expect later. So why don't you, I'll give you the money, you go to a birth class. I'd go with you if I could, but, you know, they will only let the parents in there. So she is just using the toilet before she heads off because she would have wet herself otherwise. She's not, like, overly happy about it, but she's like, I guess it is for the best. Like, I do need to know what to expect. I have nothing in mind. I don't know what is going to happen. I do need to, like, you know, mentally prepare myself. This is hard enough as it is, and I want to make it as easy as I can. So she is going to go to that birth class, but she won't go to any other classes because, you know, she doesn't need to worry about parenthood. Her mum is dealing with it all. Oh, and look at Clyde playing with Michael out here. The cats are so cute, even if they do take up the whole house. Scarlett is coming over to say hi to Lucifer, or she's not. She's going to put him straight back down. Oh no, she's picked him up again and she's given him a cuddle. Scarlett has created a cute little pumpkin to put over the bassinet, and she is just over here working on another project. And while she is doing this, I thought I would have a little bit of a chat about Scarlett and everything that's going on in her mind. So obviously she is doing this to help out Lilith. Like, she wants to have that relationship with Lilith, but we do have to remember she is self-absorbed. So there is part of her that is doing this for her as well. Like, she wants to be there for her daughter, but she also just wants to prove that she can do this more than anything. Like, she knows she messed up with Lilith, and in her eyes she's like, this is a second chance. This is the universe giving me the chance to prove that, you know, I am a good mum and I can do this. She decided to move rooms so that she could start a new project, but essentially she is like, this is a chance for me to prove that I am a mum. This is my second go. I can do this. I can look after this baby, and I will prove that, you know, I can do this. I can do everything else, so surely I can, you know, be an expert mum as well. And obviously she's going to look after the baby primarily, but she doesn't want to tell people that Lilith has had a teen pregnancy. So she is going to invite her family over on Sunday once the baby ages up into an infant, and essentially tell them that it is her baby. She's not going to tell them that it is her grandchild, because then that would open a whole can of worms about Lilith having a baby. while still at school and everything, and she doesn't want people to judge her or anything like that. So she's just going to tell them, you know, that she had another child. She'll probably tell them that the baby is adopted, and that, you know, she just wanted a family unit again after Angel went, and she just thought, you know, having a baby would help her feel a little bit better. So yeah, she's gonna tell everyone that this baby is actually hers. But Lilith, I believe, is actually in labour. She came home and went to bed, but I've noticed she's up and she is officially in labour. So I am gonna let Scarlett just quickly finish this food. We'll probably bring it with us because I imagine it's gonna be a long night at the hospital. I can't even remember what she made, whether it is like something that you would normally bring with you. It's butternut gnocchi. I don't know if that's the sort of thing you'd probably bring with you to the hospital, but it's The Sims, so I don't care. It's time for Lilith to go and give birth, and she is really not happy about it. She is like, oh, for goodness sake. I mean, at least they'll be over soon, but she is not looking forward to the night that is ahead of her. Lilith is not waiting around. She is like, give me the drugs, give me the epidural right now. So she has got the doctor coming over to come and give her an epidural. And then I imagine she'll probably actually just like head to sleep for a bit. I know there's some exercises and stuff she could do to speed up the labour, but she is so tired. And, you know, she should probably also message Damian. She is over here wanting to have a chat with him, so she should probably message him and, you know, let him know that she is actually here in labour right now. So I think she's just going to send him a text. I don't think she's going to call him. I think she's like, hey, so it's happening. I'm in labour. I've just had an epidural. I'm going to go off to have a nap, but I'll give you a message when the baby's here. I love that Scarlett's just over here chatting with the obstetrician. My goodness. She is also pretty tired, so I probably will have them nap together because that increases their energy quite a lot, and I do feel like Lilith probably needs her mum right now. Oh my goodness, Damian, now is not the time. No one's going to be home tonight. Do you want to come over? We've just messaged you to say that we are in labour. We can't do that right now. We literally can't. But the sentiment's there. We just can't do that right now. But while she is napping, I will have a look at some of her moodlets. Lilith's contractions are definitely uncomfortable but manageable for now. Perhaps she should rest up while she can, or maybe take a walk before moving becomes unbearable. One way or another, she should definitely take advantage of this calm before the storm. She's feeling really confident, which is amazing to see. She feels like she'll be okay from taking the birth class. It was definitely a good idea that she took that earlier. She is psychologically and physically prepared, or at least she thinks that she is. She's around her mum, and she feels like the guidance can help her achieve anything. So she's just really pleased to have her here. She is confident from high self-esteem. She's feeling great from having the epidural, and she was a top-notch infant. So even though she didn't have the best toddler or childhood years, she did have a good infanthood. So she does, you know, she trusts people at least, which is always positive. But once they have finished napping, I did put the food over here, so I'm going to have them come over, grab some food together. I'll probably send Lilith on a little bit of a walk. We have got the exercise ball here, which I might be mistaken, but I feel like Jasmine used this one in Gen 1, and now we're here with Gen 3, which is so crazy. This is super inappropriate. I've just seen this doctor spying. This is really inappropriate, dude. You should not be a doctor if you're going to be spying on people like that. My goodness. Lilith is just complaining to her mum about everything. And oh my goodness, Scarlett's like, look, I know things are really difficult, but you're just going to make it so much worse for yourself. You need to try and focus on positive things. She was not listening. And oh, bless her, she's having contractions. Scarlett knows that she is in for a long night this evening. So she is just having a nap while Lilith is over here. She was getting her dilation checked. Oh, she's 3 centimeters dilated already, which is amazing. And I think we can ask her to check on the baby as well, just to make sure everything's going all right. Maybe we'll do some breathing exercises and use the exercise ball. I couldn't get a clear reading, but I'll try again shortly. Try and relax. Don't fear your own body. Oh, bless. Let's come over and let's just do a little bit of exercise. I don't think she's going to ask her mum for a back massage or anything, especially because her mum is just, you know, napping at the moment. Oh, it looks like Scarlett woke up because she has just reached cross stitch level 5. She's making a cute little fox on the cross stitch, which is really cute because the next generation colours are going to be orange and red. We are up to 7 centimeters dilated. We are definitely moving along nicely. We're just going to get her to check on the baby again. See if she can actually get a reading this time. And she says, oh, she couldn't get a clear reading again. I feel like Lilith is just too stressed. So she's going to come over and do a little bit more exercise. This seemed to help move along the labour a little bit last time. We're at 9 centimetres. Oh my goodness, we are nearly there. The baby's heartbeat sounds normal. I know contractions can be intense, but you can handle it if you take it moment by moment. Lilith is also feeling really confident. She's got this. She is managing her pain like a champ. The contractions are still very much uncomfortable, but she is keeping calm and tackling each wave as they come. Lilith is feeling very relaxed and confident about this birth. Oh, I'm so pleased considering how stressed and like nervous and scared she was about it. Oh, she's doing so well. And Damian's like, hey, do you want to hang out tonight? Yes, we will hang out with you tonight, but it's 10 a.m. And we still haven't given birth, so not right now, but we will definitely hang out tonight, don't worry. We are fully dilated. Oh my goodness, it's time for her to give birth. Lilith is officially in active labour and she will have the baby any minute. It's a boy. Oh my goodness, we have got our first baby boy born in the family, like in the Harris family. This is the first boy. Oh my goodness, I'm really excited. I don't know why, but I really thought they were having a girl, probably because the last like couple of generations have just been girls. So I'm really shocked that it's a boy, but I'm really happy about it. And Lilith has picked out a name. We know she doesn't really care about this baby. To her, it's just a baby. It's not her child, it's not her son, it's just a baby. So she is calling the baby. So we have got baby Harris. That is the name of the baby. The giant blur is getting in the way of all my screenshots, but oh my goodness, baby is here. Lilith is feeling so dazed, but so happy that she's finally managed to get through this labour. She is looking really happy right now, but I think it is, again, it's a sense of like, oh my goodness, I can't believe I've actually done this. And now she's back to not feeling too great. Oh, bless her. She's like, wait, oh my goodness, I have a baby now. The baby's born. It's a relief to not have to deal with the pregnancy anymore, but a great stress to have an unwanted baby to take care of. Ha, maybe Lilith will get used to it. We'll see. Luckily for her, she doesn't have to get used to it. She doesn't have to worry. Her mum is going to do all of the work. These two have made it back from the hospital and Lilith is going to come in and get herself sorted, get herself showered and cleaned up and changed out of this hospital gown. Whereas Scarlett is coming over to greet her little grandson. We are going to change his outfits because now we can. I hate seeing those. So let's see if there's anything cute that's orange or red to give him. We could give him this berry cute, which is orange and red. Oh, I definitely think we're going to do that. And I want to see if we can see what colour eyes he has. He definitely has a darker complexion than Lilith, but I think he has her blue eyes because Damian has brown eyes. And so Scarlett is now just spending a little bit of time with her grandson, and she's probably thinking about Angel right now because I noticed when editing the highlights that Angel, when she found out that they were having a little girl, she just walked away, and I made a comment about maybe Angel wanted a son instead of a daughter, and I feel like maybe she did, and that's part of the reason why she resented Lilith, because, you know, she didn't actually want a daughter. And so maybe Scarlett's over here thinking like, hey Angel, we've got that son that you wanted now, and she's gonna treat this baby like, you know, her second chance at motherhood. And she's like, you always wanted a little boy, and here he is, he's in the world now, and she's just so happy to be here with him. Meanwhile, Lilith is just out here playing with her own little baby Lucifer, and Scarlett has already got to parenting level 9, which is so crazy. But Lilith, I was like, why is her hunger still going down? It's because she's a teen and the hunger goes down quickly anyway. I was like, you can't be pregnant again, you've just given birth. But I think for now she will probably come over and do a little bit of gaming because she's not planning on heading out until later. She's got nothing else to really worry about doing, so I think she's just going to play a little bit of Sims because, you know, that is the best thing to do. That is the best way to spend your time, as we all know. Scarlett has put down a little baby for now to come and feed the cats and also feed herself. She is pretty hungry. She is also leaning in the toilet, and she is also quite tired because it was a long night for her as well, and I can just hear Lilith laughing maniacally over here. She's so funny. I love her. But yeah, Scarlett does need to, you know, look after herself. Baby will be all right, and baby's all right over here in the corner. He's okay. He's having a great time. Oh no, okay, I say that and now he's crying. So Scarlett will come over and give him a bottle, come and shush him and rock him and just, you know, just look after her own little baby. I did forget actually that Lilith said she was going to let Damian know when the baby was born. So she is going to ask him out on a date. Scarlett has reached parenting level 10. Oh my goodness. But it looks like Damian was already here with one of our school friends, Asher. So Lilith is coming over. She probably gave him a call and he's like, hey, I'm already at the pier. Like, we arranged to meet a couple of friends here before the party later. So why don't you come over and join us? So Lilith is making her way over. They'll probably go and like ride some rides together, maybe grab some food. And I reckon we'll probably have a chat with Asher as well. But this is technically a date because, you know, we did need to ask him out on a date. Is it? We did ask him another time, so I don't know why it's not ticked off. Maybe it'll tick off once we've actually finished. I think actually I had to ask him in person, so I am going to ask him on a date again. I X'd that one off quickly and I'm gonna have her do it now because they are obviously here together. And Taylor is actually calling Scarlett, her sister that she's not spoke to in quite some time, so I feel like Scarlett is gonna answer and also tell Taylor about oh, and Alexis is calling as well. Both sisters are calling, so maybe she told them, you know, that she was planning to adopt a baby and they knew that today was the day that, you know, the baby was going to be born. So she is calling both of her sisters and like, hey, you should come over tomorrow. I'd love for you to meet him. He'll obviously be an infant tomorrow, so we can do a few more interactions. So we will be throwing a... would we call it a baby shower when the baby's already here? I'm not sure, but we'll be throwing a little party for everyone to meet the baby tomorrow. Oh, this is so interesting. Lilith is on the haunted house ride with Damian, which is obviously where she got pregnant, and we've got this little pop-up saying fight or flight. Lilith didn't want to admit it, but she is a little nervous as she sits down in the minecart. Each little sound and movement has her jumping out of her seat. When something suddenly jumps out right next to Damian, adrenaline and instinct kick in. Fight or flight. I wonder if this is because, you know, she's remembering that the last time they were on here, she got pregnant. And obviously she is very fragile at the moment after all the hormones and the birth and everything, and so she's a little bit stressed. And I do think her reaction, I know it's probably not going to be the best one, but I do genuinely think her reaction is to fight. She's always been self-confident, she's always stood up for everything. She's not one to like run away from her fears, so I do think she's going to fight, and I do worry that it is going to badly impact and she might accidentally punch Damian, but we'll see. I do think this is the most fitting one. And yeah, lost friendship between riders. Lilith closes her eyes and instinctively goes into fight mode. She throws a haphazard punch into the darkness. Her hand makes contact with a crack and she lets out a shout of triumph at protecting her fellow rider. Lilith hears Damian groan and reels back in pain. Lilith apologises profusely, but the damage is done. She finishes the ride in embarrassed silence, feeling guilty for the accidental and strangely accurate punch. Yeah, just as I thought she would, she accidentally punched Damian. But I did it because it just seemed like, you know, the most realistic response for her. I think I'm going to need to get another cat food bowl because we have 5 cats and they have already eaten all of this. So I don't even know if they drink the water. I might replace this with another food bowl. Asking Damian in person did actually tick this off, so we only have to ask him one more time if he wants to go on a date. So we definitely will do that tomorrow. But she is feeling quite hungry, so I think we are going to come over and grab ourselves some food. We might go for a hamburger slider today. And how is Scarlett doing back home? She was just listening to some carnival beats but stopped the second I clicked on her. Maybe she was feeling a little bit embarrassed. The little baby is over here at the moment just napping for now, so we'll let him rest up. Obviously the house is not exactly built for a baby, so he'll be fine while we're an infant and maybe even a toddler, but by the time he ages up into a child we'll definitely need a new plan. But that is something that Scarlett is trying not to think too much about at the moment. That is a bridge that she will cross when we come to it. I think Lilith is going to talk with Damian about the birth and express her relief that it all went well and it went smoothly and everything's fine. Obviously she's not like excited about having a baby in the world at the moment, but she's like, hey, at least it's all done and, you know, I'm okay. And it's out of me and I don't have to worry about like the baby anymore, anything. And Damian is also so pleased for her. He already knew that he had nothing to worry about because he was like, hey, I don't have to worry about having a child. Scarlett's going to deal with it, so we're completely fine. Fortunately, our household is full, so we don't have to worry about Lilith getting pregnant again, but I will definitely make sure to get her some woohoo protection when she next gets the chance to, but it is getting a little bit later now and we do want to throw that party. Although after saying that about the woohoo protection, I had a look and we actually have the option to agree to pull out for a woohoo. I feel like that's definitely what they would do. I definitely feel like she's like, we don't need any of that. If you just, just pull out, we'll be fine, So she it's all agreed. Lilith and Damian remember the next time they woohoo, oh my goodness, maybe they'll end up having a little bit of woohoo tonight. Potentially, he's still crushing on her, which is super cute. We can offer to woohoo now, but we're not going to do that. We are out at the pier. And I don't think she'd want to woohoo on any of the rides again, especially after they did end up in pregnancy last time. I know they have agreed, but she's still going to have that little bit of fear, I feel like. So she's just enjoying her day with Damian. I have arranged for the party to be at 7 o'clock. So I was hoping we could have a gold date before then. So I am going to end it now so that we can be ready for the party at 7. I didn't want them to not be able to throw the party because of that. And I love that she's so smitten with Damian and he adores her. And we're absolutely not going to prom. I didn't realise that prom was on tonight. I completely forgot. But we have arranged to have our party instead, so we're all skipping prom together. We have made it back to the teen hangout and all of our friends are here, and Lilith has got a keg. She's really excited by it, so she is having a go at tapping it. This is obviously her first time ever, so I'm not too sure how she is going to do. Let's hope that she manages to do it, doesn't embarrass herself. Oh my goodness, she did it! She's so proud of herself. And then she is going to come over and light the bonfire. This teen, who is uninvited, we've got loads of uninvited teens, oh my goodness, is really proud of us. And she is coming over. It looks like Rex is helping himself to some juice. I feel like we're definitely going to grab a cup of juice as well. I know they're teens, but this is definitely the sort of teen that Lilith is and her friends as well. We absolutely want to take this opportunity to catch up with our friends, especially Rory. It looks like they're all coming over to actually chat with us. We've got Taylor as well. Megan is just, oh not Megan, Maddie. That's Megan's daughter. Maddie is just punching this bear, of course she is. But where is Rory? We want to have a catch up with her. She is our only friend that knew about the pregnancy, so we are going to come over and express the relief that everything went well and that we're no longer pregnant. And then I noticed that we could also become best friends forever. So I know Damian is also our best friend, but we can have more than one best friend, and I definitely feel like Rory fits that bill. She's been there for us. She's really been there for us when we needed her. So I love that. We're going to become best friends with her. And she's like, oh, it went so well. I'm so pleased I'm not pregnant anymore. I don't have to deal with that baby. Shall we see about doing a cake stand maybe? Because I feel like, oh my goodness, Taylor's going for a cake stand. But I feel like because we can, I feel like we will. It's almost Lilith's birthday anyway, so it's not too long until she's going to age up. But, they want to have a party. They want to let loose. This is their, anti-prom party and, celebrating that Lilith is free again, basically. So we are going to see if Rory wants to do a cake stand. I'm not too sure where Damian is. He's not actually here. I did definitely invite him to the party, but he's not here. So maybe he's I've been out all day and I don't want mum to get, worried where I am, think I'm hanging out with you or anything. So I couldn't come to the party tonight. I'm really sorry, but, at least I saw you earlier, which is a bit of a shame. I was hoping that maybe these two could spend a bit more time with each other, but they did spend most of the day with each other. And we did say that Lola doesn't want Damian to hang out with Lilith, so she's probably a little bit suspicious as to where he's been all day, and she'd be even more suspicious if he was out all night as well. We have to ignore that the cake doesn't actually fit in her mouth, but oh my goodness, she did not manage it. Of course she didn't. It's her first time drinking and Rory's laughing at her. I love it. Oh, bless her. We're definitely going to monkey around a little bit. We are a little bit sad that Damian's not here, but at least we have our other friends. I was wondering if there was anyone here that we could fight, but there's no one that we actually already dislike here, so I'm wondering if Lilith with a little bit of juice in her would end up just fighting some random person that wasn't invited. So I'm gonna have her come over and reintroduce herself to Alvin. He wasn't invited. She's like, hey, what are you doing here? Why did you come to my party? You weren't invited. You should just be at prom or something, something lame like that. I feel like she's just gonna pick a fight because, she's a little bit juiced. Oh, she's wasted. Oh, she's had 2 drinks. Oh my goodness. We can actually pick a fight with Alvin. We can do that. We can insult his outfit. We can also call him a lightweight, which is a little bit hypocritical of Lilith, who's wasted after 2 drinks. But we want to fight someone tonight. He thinks we're untrustworthy and he is hurt by us, but we're like, you're an H-maniac, you weirdo. And it looks like picking a fight actually means that she's fighting with him. So I thought we'd have to hate him a little bit more, but no, she's going for her first fight. I thought she'd have her first fight with Aubrey or something, but Aubrey didn't show. And you know, he was giving her a weird look. She wasn't happy about it. Yay, she won, even though she doesn't like have a very high fitness skill. I don't even know if she has a fitness skill. She beat him in her first fight. Looks like Lilith has not been getting along with particularly ambitious Sims. Ambitious Sims generally don't prioritize things like advancing their career or keeping a pristine home. They're creatures of comfort, and some Sims just don't understand that mentality. Does Lilith dislike ambitious Sims? Okay, fair enough. I wouldn't have expected that, but she's like, she doesn't understand why someone would be so lazy and would fight for what they want. So I guess that is very much what she's into. Like, she will fight for what she wants, what she thinks she deserves, which she's done her whole life, basically. She's had to, like, really, really work her way up. So she doesn't like that sort of sim, but it does say that we haven't actually ticked this off because we didn't actually start a fight, we just picked a fight. So I have set up for her to do another fight, and hopefully this one will tick it off. Look at everyone just watching, oh my goodness. But Lilith won again, of course she did. Oh, amazing. And that bit did tick off, so we just now need to ask Damian on another date tomorrow, which we can definitely do. I know we're gonna have the like meet the baby event, but I feel like Lilith wouldn't care about that. Like, obviously we will have the event, but then she will definitely see Damian later on in that day. I was thinking it would be nice for Lilith to get a selfie with Rory, but then I remembered that Lilith actually hates photography, so I'm not going to do that, which is a shame, but it's not in her character. If she hates photography, she's not going to be, you know, like, hey, let's take a selfie. Like, that's just not who she is. And she is so exhausted. We don't have too long left of the party. It is midnight, so Scarlett is, I wonder if she's wondering where she is or if she's just a bit lost in her own world looking after baby. But oh my goodness, Rory and Ebony were so tired they've actually taken themselves upstairs to bed. I wonder if they're staying here for the night. Maybe they've got like rough living situations, or they don't get along well with their parents or family or whoever, and they're just like, I'm gonna crash here tonight. Maddie and Rex are just slow dancing. Is this a couple in the making? That would be so cute. Maybe we'll try and set these two up. But for now, Lilith has absolutely crashed, and I think I am going to end the episode here. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. I can't believe our Gen 4 heir is here. Baby is here. In the next episode, we will age him up into an infant, and we will get to see if he's going to continue the ginger or if he's going to get Damian's brown hair. I think he's got Lilith's blue eyes, but it is all to play for, so we will find out in the next episode. If you did enjoy this one though, make sure to leave a like and comment down below and let me know what you think. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. It will mean so much to me, and I will speak to you all in another video. Bye everyone!